going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I have a jam-packed review of the Beta 75, 75S, and 75 Pro by BetaFPV. This is going to be awesome. I had so much fun with these things. We're going to just jump right into it. This is the Beta 75. The Beta 75 is a 75 millimeter, weighing in at 32 grams without the battery. It's running a BetaFPV F3 Evo brushed FC. The firmware is the BetaFlight SP Racing F3 Evo 3.1.6. I'm using FrSky, so it hooks to my Taranis because that's what I do. This thing's fun. It is a step up from your normal 65 millimeters with the 615s or the 617 motors. I run the BetaFPV 550 batteries on it, getting roughly about 2.5 to 3 minutes of flight time, and that's a nice steady casual. I'm not really kicking hard or pushing really hard on it. Again, this thing is just fun to fly, it really is. Up next, I have the Beta 75S. The 75S is once again running on a 75 millimeter frame. This too is weighing in at 32 grams without the battery. This is running on the same flight controller, the BetaFPV F3 Evo brushed FC with, again, FrSky for me. It's running the BetaFlight SP Racing F3 Evo 3.1.6. The difference is this is running the 8x20 motors. This is running the 7x20 motors, excuse me. You can see I customized mine a little bit with different color props and a clear canopy. Running the same batteries, the BetaFPV 550s. Getting about the same flight time, even with the bigger motors, running about 2.5 to 3 minutes. This is fun. It has a great punch, great power, handles turns really well. These have all been flown mostly in stabilize or angle mode or what have you. Very little acro because I'm in a small enclosed area and there's a lot of snow outside. Alright, next up we have the Beta 75 Pro. Now the difference between the 75, the 75S, and the 75 Pro is we're running brushless. You have the 75 millimeters between the two between motor to motor. This is running the 40 millimeter 4-blade props. Those are 07, 03, 15,000 kV motors. The flight controller on this is the BetaFPV F3 1S brushless flight controller with BetaFlight OSD integrated. The firmware on this is BetaFlight 3.2.0 Omnibus. It has a 5 amp BH Heli ESCs integrated into the FC. The camera running on this would be the Z01 25 milliwatt all-in-one VTX camera. I run this off the 550 batteries as well, not upside down. Surprisingly, I get about 3.5 minutes of flight time off of this, flying in angle stabilized mode. This thing is fun. It has a lot of power, a lot of control, but we have one major issue: the motors. As some of you may have already seen or heard, these motors and a lot of the 07, 03 motors have an issue. They are held in with a little bearing. I don't know how well you can see that. There's a little bearing right inside, let's see, right inside this spot, right in between the screws. If you look closely, you can see that copper, or brass, I'm sorry, it's brass. Well, those like to come out. Now if you look inside this one, in the same spot, right there, there's no bearing. I have flown this without the bearing, and I have not seen any difference whatsoever in flight. It flies just the same with or without the bearing. My fear is because without that bearing, this can come right off. You lose the whole bell and the shaft and prop. I fear that I take it outside when I get some nice weather, put it in acro mode and try some flips or rolls, and that thing's gonna go pew to the moon, and this is pew to the ground. We don't want that. So flying it casually in the house, zipping around in angle mode, it's been fine. BetaFPV is aware of the motor issues. They have seen other people's reviews. They have received emails, phone calls, whatever. They're on it. They're working on it. They have let their warehouse or their factory know that makes the motors what's going on. They're changing design, working on design. There's supposed to be new motors coming in soon. With that being said, keep in mind, BetaFPV is China. Starting February 5th to February 25th, China goes on holiday and basically just shuts down, which means we get nothing. No phone calls, no customer service, no shipping, no receiving, nothing. They just go on hiatus for like 20 days. It's what they do. It's their thing, and that's cool. With that being said, as much as I like this and want to recommend it, and I want to tell you to go buy it right now, wait. Wait till they get this motor issue resolved. Not only by waiting are you going to save yourself a headache and being bummed in case you do fly this in acro and this pops off on you. I just don't want that to happen. So I would just say wait. Now, if you are willing to take the chance, then take the chance, but know what you're getting into. I don't know what the ultimate result will be from BetaFPV, how they're going to fix the issue. I don't know if they're going to send new motors, if they're going to do like a recall. I'm not sure. I doubt they'll do like a recall or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm going to say, though, before anybody starts knocking on BetaFPV or whatnot, I have this. I built this a couple weeks ago or so. And these are Racestar motors. They're 0705, 15,000 kVs, just like these. Same motors, except they're the 0705, 0703. Just they're taller. But they're still the little rinky-dink motors. And it's the same issue. If you look right inside there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you look inside there, there's no bushing. There's a bushing. The difference though with these ones is when they come off, you put it back on and you get this real bad. I haven't tried to fly this, so I don't know. This might fly without that bushing. I don't really want to try it though. Funny thing is, when I built that, I ordered 5 motors. That was the second motor to do that. These are Racestar motors. I do not recommend them until that issue, again, is fixed. I hear that Sunny Sky has the issue fixed and that they just released a new version. I placed an order. I'm going to put them on there. We'll see what happens. That's a whole different review. As far as the BetaFPV goes, let me talk about these batteries real quick. I've been comparing these batteries to some 260 batteries that I have over here. One being the Nitro Nectar, another being just a rebranded no-name battery from my local hobby shop. I like to support my locals. These are 260 batteries. They don't compare to a 550, but that's what I had to go against. These things give me a minute and a half on the bigger, the 75 series. I like these. I've had my first set for 2 months, and they're still good. They're still holding strong. They're still going good. I have some new ones that came with the 75S and the 75 Pro, and I'm happy. I really enjoy them. I want to go over the field tester. This thing has come in handy so much. How many times do you have batteries in your pocket and you take a dead battery out and you accidentally put it in the same pocket with the charged batteries? No way to test it other than plugging it in, looking in your goggles, waiting for it to load, blah, 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 blah. That sucks. Boom, battery. Boom, tester. Boom, dead battery. Boom, dead battery. Ha. Not a dead battery. I've had to record this video 3 times, and I've set the good battery with the dead batteries 3 times on accident. Glad I had this thing. This time we're gonna put it over here. All right, I'm gonna put in some flight footage from each one of these, and to sum everything up, when it comes to the BetaFPV 75 lineup, right now, as of today, the 75S is my pick. The motors are great. It handles great. It's just a little bit more power than the 75 with a little more thrust and a little more oomph to it. I would really like to say this is my favorite because it's brushless, and I really like the idea of brushless. But until the motor issue is resolved, this will just get casual flights around my house right now. I don't even know if I will take it outside until I have new motors that don't fly apart. So that's basically my review today. Next review, I'll do the Sunny Sky motors when I hook it up to this guy, and I'll let you guys know. And I will be doing another build soon. I'm building a second version of this, which I plan on racing in 2 weeks. So I better get to building, right? Right. Alright, I got everything all laid out, ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to do a review or a build video. I'm not that good at doing builds to where I could narrate along and teach people. I still have to ask questions myself sometimes. Alright, that'll do it for this review. Check out the flight footage. Drop a comment if you have any questions about the BetaFPV, about the 75 lineup, or any of them. I will have a review. Let me show you real quick. The 85. I don't have the 85 yet. I'm waiting on the motors, but I have everything to build it. This thing is a beast. I've seen one already put together. It is so awesome. I can't wait to try this thing out. Look at that. Look at that frame. Okay, I'm going to hold it up next to the 75. Here's the 75. Look at that. I'm going to give you a good comparison here. This is your standard 65. Okay, 65 to the 85. You can almost fit the whole thing in one. Anyways, that's another video. Alright guys, enjoy your evening, your morning, your afternoon, your day, your night, whatever time it is when you're watching this. Fly high, stay positive, much love. Check out the flight video, drop a comment, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that.